About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 15, 15. Look at me. Go. Hey. Hey, Haywood. Check safety. Get it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it. Check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Off play action. Costello. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 50, plant. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Rock it. Fire.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Set. 19. Right there, 56. Here we go. Alert. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go. 54. 56.
From the 50, it's Watson. Gets it off to Freeman. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Looking end zone for Jones. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught. Jones. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And now look at him go. 20, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The throw over the middle, taken in. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as they have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello, and Thomas has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Leo!
They run. It's Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
56, Mike, 56. I'm not ready. Go. Hey, 24. 56 for Mike.
From the gun, Watson. Jones has it. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves them with work to do on 3rd and goal. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
56 is the mark.
To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. He gets this one to Johnson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, Costello. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Wild Bill. Check, Mike. Let him go.
Now Watson from the gun. He'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Costello. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Johnson, the intended target.
Watch 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Watson operating from the gun. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Switch up.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20.
He's checking crap.
Ready.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is Cook with the ground. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. There he goes, right side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Thomas, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, they scared. They scared.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put